alcohol.
So before we even start, we should already measure them out, right?
You know, it depends. For the practical, you have time. Like this could sit. There's nothing wrong with this sits, but it helps to have this measured out so then you don't have to keep this in temper for so long. You could start melting your chocolate and using pasta at your ganache. And there's different ganache recipes. I'm going to tell you when it gets close to a more practical day, maybe at the end of class or tomorrow, which recipes work well for practical because they set up better than others. Some recipes work great, but it takes longer for the filling to crystallize. Just adding the liquor slowly. So the filling has to crystallize. The ganache has to set up in the mold enough that once you put the chocolate cap or foot on top of it, it holds. If you add it too early, if you pipe the ganache in when it's this liquid and you try to put melted chocolate on top of it, it sinks. So there's some recipes that they're on the softer side. They're delicious, but they take longer to set up. So I usually don't like to give you guys those for the practical. I think it's a little bit hard to work with. I give you the ones that I know crystallize faster. And I'll tell you which ones those are, and then tomorrow you could practice, you could do other ones. You know, you could do some of the flavorful ones, not for your practical. So I'm smooth, okay? I know that I was at 96, so I know I'm cool enough to add it to my shells. Before I start filling, I'm gonna again just pop this on here. Still pretty liquidy. Pay attention to the size bowl. You're gonna wanna grab a bowl that's really, really wide so the mold fits in it, but it's not great because what happens is your chocolate's gonna set up quicker, right? So your bowl is kind of important. Worst case, when you tip, you do like I did and you try to just aim for the bowl. All right, ganache. So the next part, make ganache. Fill molds, leave space. What does that mean? You need to make sure you don't fill up the shell all the way to the top. Otherwise, you won't have space to put the cap. And if you try to put chocolate over the ganache, it's gonna leak out. Small hole for control. I'm going to fill up about 4/5